Good morning, everybody. Just kind of going around, getting everything turned on here at the store. This is going to be kind of a longer video than what most people are used to on here. But I've been seeing a lot of stuff on TikTok and YouTube and things like that where people are talking about, boycotting TCGplayer, and they're wanting to boycott TCGplayer because of decisions that they made. Whether you agree with them or don't, they made business decisions. I'm not going to get into that of why they did it or anything like that. But the thing that a lot of people, or at least the ones that I've seen talking about it, aren't really thinking about is how this is going to affect your LGS. The place that you come and play Friday Night Magic, you do your Pokemon League, Yu-Gi-Oh, Lorcana, whatever game you play. Or you just come and you hang out, you look at some cards and meet your friends there and have fun. And Mason with Cardinal Gaming, he kind of touched on it a little bit. But the thing that a lot of these people, a lot of these content creators and everything aren't really discussing is how this is going to affect us, the LGS. For us, we're a small mom and pop. We're nothing huge, nothing big. And TCGplayer is where most of our bulk money and everything comes from. Without TCGplayer, we probably wouldn't be able to keep this place open. It's the fact that there's millions of people out there that use TCGplayer to buy their singles and complete their collections and everything that allows us to actually be able to do what we need to do. And I know a lot of people will be like, well, there's other sites. You can just go to those other sites. Yeah, that's possible. But the logistics of it, like I have 71,000 cards listed on TCGplayer right now, and like another 70,000 that I need to list. It's not just a flip a switch and everything goes from one site to another site. I'm sorry, that's not how it works. So there would be a massive amount of downtime until I was able to add that all back in, and those other sites don't have the tools that TCGplayer does to be able to add your cards to it, easily, I should say. So I understand you don't support the business decisions that TCGplayer made, the political decisions that they made, and it is politics. But it comes down to it. Yes, if you boycott them, are they going to lose money? Absolutely will. They'll lose a little tiny percentage. But what you're really doing is you are hurting your LGS, because most LGSs now, that's the only way that they survive. Mason even touched on that. The amount of orders and everything that go through TCGplayer versus the amount of people that come through the doors. TCGplayer orders is what is going to always outrank and have the most total amount of volume. So absolutely put out your hate videos and everything on TCGplayer because they did something that you don't agree with. That's fine, but don't call for people or think about the consequences of it. Don't call for people to stop using TCGplayer and not think or discuss the fact that, oh yeah, by the way, whenever you do this, TCGplayer has no product at all. It's just like eBay, but it's for cards. And yes, I know eBay owns TCGplayer, but that was only up until a couple years ago. But it's your local LGS. It's the guy in the basement. It's, Jim in college that has a collection that he just doesn't need anymore, or he's about to get married and he's wanting to sell it. And so he puts it up on TCGplayer. It affects a lot more than just one company. It affects a huge chunk of this hobby and not in the way that y'all want. It's going to affect, it's going to cause stores to shut down. You know, your smaller stores, small stores like me. Like I said, if something happened to TCGplayer, it would be really, really difficult for us to survive that, and for most LGSs to survive that. So, like I said, be mad at them. I don't care. That's fine. That's your decision. But think about the consequences of what you're asking everyone to do, and what you're contemplating on doing, because it stretches a lot farther than just touching TCGplayer, the company. But anyway, that's how I feel about it. Do I agree with what they did? No, not really. You know, people are losing jobs. There's a lot of decisions made and everything. But at the end of the day, I can't worry about them. I have to worry about this store. This store, my sales online, all that, that's what keeps the power on at my house. Food on the table at my house. Me be able to have gas, all that kind of stuff. Their decisions, while I may not agree with it, doesn't directly affect me. And so I've just got to worry about this place, you know, and I want all other LGS owners to worry about their place, you know. One other thing, let this be a wake-up call and possibly see what the other options are, see how difficult it would be to transfer your inventories and everything over to that. By all means, you know, I want to do that. I want to see what my other options are, and just how difficult will it be. But it's not something I can just, you know, boom, it's all done. No, that's not how it goes. But anyway, sorry for the long video. For anybody that stayed all the way to the end, thank you so much. It was just something I've been thinking about, and on the way here to work to the store, I was like, I've got to say something because it directly affects me. And so I just want to go ahead and get this done before I start packing orders and getting everything ready before I unlock the doors to the customers. But anyway, y'all have a great day. Be blessed, and just think about the consequences. All right, later.